What's the best part of going on Erasmus? The party? No, I mean before all that. Obviously, I'm referring to choosing your Erasmus destination. This is one of the most exciting steps. Places are limited, time is running out. You have to choose quickly and wisely, as this destination will be your home for a few months. I'm Morgan from Erasmus Play, and to make this step easier for you, I'll give you a list of the top 5 cities to do your Erasmus, to make your life easier. Yes. That's what I'm here for. The first city is Bologna. At a European level, Bologna is one of the favorite destinations for students and one of the best Erasmus cities. Fun fact, did you know that the University of Bologna was one of the first universities to participate in the Erasmus program? I bet you didn't know. Well, that might not interest you so much, but I know something that can interest you. And it's that some universities in Italy do not require the language certificate. Bologna is characterized by its good gastronomy, its culture and its location, which is perfect for traveling to other cities in Italy. Being a city full of students, there are plenty of trips organized by the university itself. But let's get down to what really interests you. The parties, of course. There are parties practically every day, or should I say every night. In the city, famous nightclubs. Nightlife is very good in Bologna. And another very important thing is the gastronomy. And is that many recipes from Bologna have been passed on to other cities as the excellence of the Italian cuisine. And if you like pasta, let me tell you that this is the right place for you, because the staple of most of its dishes is pasta. Pasta with vegetables, pasta with sauce, pasta and more pasta. Amongst the typical products of Bologna, you can find the tagliatella and the ragu and the ragu bolognese. Another of the best cities is Budapest. If you're thinking of going to an Eastern country, Budapest is probably your ideal destination. Budapest is considered by many people to be one of the most beautiful cities in Europe, and therefore one of the best Erasmus cities. Its excellent location allows you to travel around Europe very easily, and to get around the city, the public transport is the cheapest option. One of the must visits in Budapest are the famous thermal baths. Also, on special occasions, parties with DJs are held in the thermal pools. It's like going to a chill-out party. Budapest is famous for its ruined pubs. These are ruins that have been renovated and converted into bars and nightclubs. One of the most famous of these pubs in Budapest is called 𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒍𝒐𝒂𝒅, for if you want to try it. When it comes to the city's gastronomy, get ready to discover and enjoy its most traditional dishes at a very affordable price. One of the most typical recipes, which you can find in any restaurant, is called goulash. And other well-known dishes are palacintas, which is a kind of pancake. The third city is Prague. Prague is a city with a very good location. It can be useful if you want to take advantage of your Erasmus to travel to other cities. And even more if we take into account the amount of transportation offers there. Prague has an important advantage compared to other European cities. Basically, you have everything you would expect from a European capital at a much affordable price. It's a city with a lot of culture and diversity. If you are visiting Prague for the first time, you should visit the Old Town Square, the Old Town Hall with its impressive clock, the Charles Bridge, and many more. In this city, you will find a wide variety of options for partying. Clubs, bars, nightclubs, discos, and so on. Whether it's for a beer with friends or to go party, I'm sure it won't be a problem in Prague. Regarding food, well, the Czech cuisine has a lot of elements from the German and the Austrian cuisine. You could say that the Czech national dish is I'm not gonna pronounce it because it's absolutely impossible to say. I leave you the name right here and a little picture. It's a kind of roast pork served with different kinds of cabbage and pasta. In general, it's quite tasty, although not so healthy. City number 4 is Krakow. Krakow is one of the best Erasmus cities for the ones who decide to do Erasmus in Poland. However, if you're sensitive to the cold, be sure to pack warm clothes if you don't want to end up like this. Krakow is known for being a very cold city in winter. Its average temperature is between -5 and 0 degrees Celsius. The cost of living in Poland is generally low. And this is a very good news for students. To give you an idea, a pint of beer in Krakow's main square will cost you more or less €2. Erasmus students are well received in Poland, and the reason why is quite simple. We are known to spend quite a lot of money in their pubs and bars, so obviously they like Erasmus students. Going out in Poland is so cheap that you have to be careful not to drink too much. But besides partying, you can obviously do a lot of outdoor activities with your friends. Just remember to keep warm. Last but not least, Berlin is a very cosmopolitan and multicultural city. It has become a favorite destination for students looking to study at prestigious universities and at the same time live a very intense and fast-paced life. Berlin can be expensive, but if you learn to manage your budget, you shouldn't have any problems. The relatively high cost of life is balanced by other positive aspects, such as the multicultural student life. In Berlin, you will practice both German and English. And let's not forget the beer and the unforgettable Oktoberfest in September and October. Without any doubt, Berlin is one of the best destinations if you like to party. There's a wide range of possibilities. But one thing that is very characteristic of Berlin, and that you have to be especially careful with, is that some places are very strict with the dress code. Berlin subway is one of the most practical and functional in Europe. And together with the train, it makes it very easy to move around the German capital. As for its gastronomy, they have an infinity of unpronounceable dishes, which I'm going to try to tell you the best I can. Forgive me please, German experts. One of the most typical dishes in Berlin is the currywurst. Everywhere you go, you can find a street vendor or a kiosk where you can try it. It's a pork sausage sliced into small pieces and served with fries or a small bread roll. Another typical dish eaten in Berlin is Kassler. It's smoked pork that can be roasted or stewed. It's accompanied by sauerkraut and mashed potatoes. And if there's a typical dish in the pubs of Berlin, it's the boulette. It's prepared with beef, parsley and onion and then fried. That was our top 5 of best destinations to go on Erasmus. Write us below in the comments the city where you would like to go for your Erasmus. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and to activate the notification bell to be advised when we upload a new video. We also leave you the link of our social media in the description box. See you soon with new videos. Bye bye, assistant!